Oh, I'm doing video. Doing video on Zork.
Hello, sir.
Good to be here.
How are you?
We're at the Baha'i Fireside.
Looks awesome.
It's about the arts.
Friendly.
Yep.
Great drive over here.
Want to take a walk through or what's going on here?
All right, yeah, let's do that.
All right.
You doing meeting?
Oh, yeah.
That was the holy language. That's like the safe place, exactly.
Oh wait, are you
I want to welcome everyone to the Creativity of the Arts Fireside, kind of an appreciation for the arts. We have a lot of talent in the room that people brought their talent with them, and either in the form of a poem or a song or a artwork or whatever, jewelry. So what we'll do is we will start with a little program, and then what we'll do is we'll just kind of like flow as people, I'll call on you or just come up, and you get about 2 or 3 minutes just to talk about your things, so we're not like here forever. But enough till we appreciate what you brought, and we'll have a station set up for you. Just say, I'm going to be there, or I'm going to be upstairs, or I don't know where I'll be, but find me type thing. But anyway, everyone has an opportunity to share their art and their art pieces. So we're honored that everyone came this evening. It's a very special evening. It's our last fireside of the year. And we've covered some incredible subjects, the path to joy, a question and answer night, human rights, our God-given rights, history of the Baha'i faith and a musical presentation, the black and white issue in America, the most vital and challenging issue in the Baha'i perspective, Iran, the birthplace of Baha'u'llah, individual rights and freedoms in honor of the Baha'is in Iran that are still being persecuted, and this evening, an evening of the arts.
How we perceive the world. Sometimes we manifest through different forms of art. And so today you all have 2 to 3 pieces of clay on a plate. And while I'm talking and sharing with you about personal experience of mine and my family's with art, and also how revelation has affected art throughout history and time, I'd like you to be creative. Sit with your clay and see what inspires you, what you think of. Play with it. As Tom mentioned, I was a former first grade teacher, so I'm very used to wiggly bodies. So move as much as you like. If you need some more clay, there's some, as Tom said, in the front. There's some in the back, and for those viewing in the kitchen, there's more clay back there. Clay can also get messy, so there are wipes at the front and the back of the room if you need to wipe your hands.
Wait, Tom does art.
Oh, Dubuque, oh Dubuque, how you make me shiver with your nice clean streets and your Mississippi River. Oh, I love you with my heart and I love you with my liver. Oh, Dubuque, by the river.
I like the liver part.
That's our debut and it's over.
That God, please, give me some words in form of a hymn or praises for you. And that night I sat in front of my computer, and 4 o'clock I finished this thing. It wasn't a hymn. It wasn't a praises or anything. It turned out to be a prayer. And at the first time I thought that this is such a universal prayer that every person can use it. Later on, after a couple of years, it dawned on me, no, this is just for me. Pray this prayer, and God will answer it. And I have this feeling somewhere in my heart that God is going to make this prayer a reality. And in Quran, the God has defined himself, Allahu nurus samawati wal ard. I am the light of heaven and earth, and nur is the purest form of light. And somehow my poem, the way it started says, O God of light, illuminate my soul so that my eyes may see what they could not before. Beauty and depth in every color, in every shape, in every form. O God of light, illuminate my soul so that my tongue may utter what
really like to design interesting pieces of artwork, such as this, glass beads, certain type of things. It's really fun to make necklaces, so I do it a lot. I buy beads all the time. So, I don't know.
Do you have any others to show?
Oh, I have a whole lot,
Oh, good.
but this is rose quartz. This is made out of lava beads from Hawaii.
Beautiful.
One of them broke today, but it's okay. Anyway, I have a lot, so it's a great joy to make. A lot of them are for women. I'm still trying to think of a design for men, but not sure. So.
Wow. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
So during intermission, or during dessert, we can all share and come up and see.
Okay, great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheryl. Go, girl. Cheryl brought some paintings that we can't see this time, but we're going to see them in a year.
So I've been doing art my whole life, every moment of the day, and decided it's been 6 months now, and I started my a business where it's a women's spirituality t-shirt, cards, anything that I can put my art on. It's going to be on. I did not feel like bringing the shirts because they're a hassle, so there's just a few pieces in here. Most of my artwork reflects around nature and just spiritual, how you feel, and a lot with water and remaining calm throughout a hectic day. And I try to at least draw 20 minutes a day, no matter what. And if I have a good day with my job, then I can do it more than that. But at any rate, so it's fresh now, and we're trying to like launch it wherever we can. So
What's the name of your company?
See Me.
How do you spell that?
CME.
Thank you.
See Me Designs.
See me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cheryl. When I was in Russia, and it was 5 years ago, and my son was 4 years old, and I called him to come to me on the slides, and he didn't come. So I turned around after a couple minutes, and he was missing. And she said, you know how you'd feel. He was missing for 24 hours. 24 hours. And she said the police found him 10 miles away, sleeping under a bridge. Okay, he had fallen asleep in his travels. So I said to her as I'm walking away, and she's a lovely, lovely, elegant lady. I said to her, would you want to come to my, I asked her if she heard of the Baha'i temple and this and that. She said, yes, oh yeah, I used to work in Wilmette, and I had a flower shop. And she said, I designed flowers. And I said, well, I'm having an event on the arts Saturday night at my house, why don't you come? And she said, well, yeah, she says, actually, I know Maya. She knew Maya, okay? Every person of Russian descent, I'm convinced, every person of Russian descent that lives around here knows of Maya.
I just put lots of stuff in it. Anyway, I have lots of things. And it's interesting how this, until I was working in a bookshop, I never thought that I will wear it. Something not gold. My mommy, she always taught me gold because I'm Jewish, and I think when you're Jewish, understand me. My mom, she's Jewish, and she said, always gold is the money. So I always, I dressed just only gold. I never dressed nothing else. But when I saw, greatest name, and I started to put it in, and that's it. And I started to do with stones and with silver, you can see it, so whatever it is there. Okay, I don't want to talk too much about it, but I love you so much. It's my best birthday in my life. This is my boy.
The diversity of art. We've had art as an individual, and we've had various individuals come up, and we have had art as history, and art as far as almost a universal or historic process through the revelation of divine forms. One of the, if you will, divine prophets from Chicago, who's almost passed through all of the ages already, is by the name of Ella Jenkins. And some of you may know her, some of you may not. She speaks a lot to kids and to the power of song. But through Ella and through some breathing, I'd like to just approach art from the point of view of that we are all artists. And that the power of all of art when we come together is about it can offer some unification and some glimpses of what it can be like as far as our ideas of oneness. And part of what we think of as art sometimes is that it's all these other things, and these other things are great, the clay and the jewelry and drawings and things.
My mom, she's never taken any art classes or anything, but she's always loved to paint. And she will always look for different ways, new ways of painting or expressing her artistry. And one day she and my dad were walking from their house just for a walk, and they found a pile of tiles sitting at someone's driveway just to be picked up for trash. So she picked them all up, brought them home, and started painting them. So she's got different designs. And she wrote on some of them poetry. And I'm trying to still find something for the back so I can hang them up in my own place. But she's, you know, this one actually has my name in it, which is very cool. It says Rapsit Sanam, or the Dance of Sanam. So I wanted to just bring and share them with you guys. It's not here, she doesn't live here. It's another one. These are Persian artwork. And then she just kind of designs, she kind of gets the ideas from her head or things that she's seen herself.
Is it?
Nice.
I'm sorry. Okay, I don't know why I'm nervous, because it's not me. I'm like standing over here showing my mom's work. But so I will have them here. She has a ton of them at home too, and she's actually taken leaves and painted on leaves.
My name is Anzor Jaluka. It's the first time that I'm here. And after listening to everybody and Unity, I thought there was a song that kind of speaks of what we were talking about. Now, I'm pretty nervous, so I'm going to sing a song by John Legend. Okay? So it's called Ordinary People. Okay? I'm going to sit for this one. Yep. I'm going to sit too. All right. The reason why I've chosen Ordinary People, it begins, girl, I'm in love with you, but I'm going to alter it as I go. And if I crack, I want you just to laugh. Why? Because we want to make the obvious obvious, and then this way I won't be nervous anymore. Okay, here we go. Girl, I'm in love with you. This ain't the honeymoon. Past the infatuation phase. Right in the thick of love. Sometimes we get sick of love. Seems like we argue every day. Now I know. So I'm looking at the lyrics here, and I forgot the words. And I'm pretty nervous. But the reason why I chose a song mainly is because the chorus, it says, I know I misbehave and you've made your mistakes, but we still got room to grow. And we're never going to understand everybody. And we're never going to have the answers for everything. And so all we can actually do is try to learn off of each other's mistakes and learn as much as we can, because you can spend years trying to learn everything you can about a person. But we're all emotional beings. And we can't ever change our emotions, but one of the things that I think we can do if we're going to actually change the world into what we want is we have to learn what triggers us and act a certain way when we're angry, or when we're agitated or mad, and when we're scared. And if we can do that, we don't have to change ourselves and our emotions, but we can change what makes us react the way that we react. Okay.
Wow.